Numbers chapters 1 to 36. Chapter 1. The first census of Israel. 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of meeting, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, 2. Take you the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male individually, 3 from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their armies. 4. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. 5. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you, of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur the son of Shedeur. 6. Of Simeon, Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. 7. Of Judah, Nahshon the son of Aminadab. 8. Of Issachar, Nethanel the son of Zuar. 9. Of Zebulun, Eliab the son of Helon. 10. Of the children of Joseph. Of Ephraim, Elishama the son of Ammihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. 11. Of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni. 12. Of Dan, Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. 13. Of Asher, Pagiel the son of Ochran. 14. Of Gad, Eliasaph the son of Duel. 15. Of Naphtali, Ahira the son of Enan. 16. These were the renowned of the congregation, leaders of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel. 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name. 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their ancestry by their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, individually. 19. As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. 20. And the children of Reuben, Israel's eldest son, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, individually, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 21. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Reuben, were 46,500. 22. Of the children of Simeon, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of the names, individually, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 23. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. 24. Of the children of Gad, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 25. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Gad, were 45,650. 26. Of the children of Judah, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 27. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Judah, were 314,600. 28. Of the children of Issachar, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 29. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Issachar, were 54,400. 30. Of the children of Zebulun, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 31. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Zebulun, were 57,400. 32. Of the children of Joseph, namely, of the children of Ephraim, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 33. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Ephraim, were 40,500. 34. Of the children of Manasseh, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 35. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Manasseh, were 32,200. 36 of the children of Benjamin, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 37 those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Benjamin, were 30,400. 38 of the children of Dan, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 39 those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Dan, were 62,700. 40 of the children of Asher, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 41 those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Asher, were 41,500. 42 of the children of Naphtali, throughout their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. 43 those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Naphtali, were 53,400. 44 these are those that were numbered, who Moses and Aaron numbered, and the leaders of Israel, being 12 men, each one representing the house of his fathers. 45 so were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel, by the house of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war in Israel. 46 even all they that were numbered were 600,000 and 3,550. 47 but the Levites after the tribe of their fathers were not numbered among them. 48 for the Lord had spoken unto Moses, saying, 49 only you shall not number the tribe of Levi, neither take the sum of them among the children of Israel. 50 but you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of testimony, and over all the vessels thereof, and over all things that belong to it. They shall bear the tabernacle, and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp round about the tabernacle. 51 And when the tabernacle moves forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be encamped, the Levites shall set it up, and the stranger that comes near shall be put to death. 52 And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard, throughout their armies. 53 But the Levites shall encamp round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel, and the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. 54 And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so did they. Chapter 2. On the east side. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, To every man of the children of Israel shall encamp by his own standard, with the banner of their father's house, over against the tabernacle of meeting shall they encamp. 3 And on the east side toward the rising of the sun shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah encamp according to their armies, and Nahshon the son of Amminadab shall be captain of the children of Judah. 4 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 314,600. 5 And those that do encamp next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and Nethanel the son of Zuar shall be captain of the children of Issachar. 6 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 54,400. 7 Then the tribe of Zebulun, and Eliab the son of Helon shall be captain of the children of Zebulun. 8 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 57,400. 9 All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 180,000 and 6,400, according to their armies. These shall first set forth. On the south side. 10 On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben according to their armies, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur the son of Shedor. 11 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 46,500. 12 And those who encamp by him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. 13 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 59,300. 14 Then the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Eliasaph the son of Reuel. 15 and his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 40 and 5,650. 16 All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 150 and 1,450, according to their armies. And they shall go forth second, in the middle of the camp. 17 Then the tabernacle of meeting shall move forward with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp. As they encamp, so shall they move forward, every man in his place by their standards. On the west side. 18 On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim according to their armies, and the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama the son of Ammihud. 19 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 40,500. 20 And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. 21 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 30 and 2,200. 22 Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan the son of Gideoni. 23 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 30 and 5,400. 24 All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 108,100, according to their armies. And they shall go forward third. On the north side. 25 The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. 26 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 62,700. 27 And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel the son of Ochran. 28 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 40 and 1,500. 29 Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira the son of Enan. 30 And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 50 and 3,400. 31 All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 150 and 7,600. They shall go last with their standards. The camp is arranged. 32 These are those who were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps according to their armies were 603,550. 33 But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. 34 And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so they encamped by their standards, and so they moved forward, every one after their families, according to the house of their fathers. Chapter 3. The generations of Aaron. 1 These also are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that the Lord spoke with Moses in Mount Sinai. 2 And these are the names of the sons of Aaron, Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. 3 These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests who were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. 4 And Nadab and Abihu died before the Lord, when they offered unholy fire before the Lord, in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children, and Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron their father. 5 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, The service of the Levites. 6 Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister unto him. 7 And they shall perform his duties, and the duties of the whole congregation before the tabernacle of meeting, to do the work of the tabernacle. 8 And they shall keep all the furnishings of the tabernacle of meeting, and serve the children of Israel, to do the work of the tabernacle. 9 And you shall give the Levites unto Aaron and to his sons, they are wholly given unto him out of the children of Israel. 10 And you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall wait on their priest's office, and the stranger that comes near shall be put to death. 11 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 12 And I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel instead of all the firstborn that opens the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine. 13 Because all the firstborn are mine. For on the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and animal. Mine shall they be. I am the Lord. God commands Moses to number Levi. 14 And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, 15 Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers, by their families, every male from a month old and upward shall you number them. 16 And Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord, as he was commanded. 17 And these were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon, and Kohath, and Merari. 18 And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni, and Shimei. 19 And the sons of Kohath by their families, Amram, and Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. 20 And the sons of Merari by their families, Mali, and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites according to the house of their fathers. The family of Gershon. 21 Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shemites, these are the families of the Gershonites. 22 Those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. 23 The families of the Gershonites shall encamp behind the tabernacle on the west. 24 And the head of the house of the father of the Gershonites shall be Eliasaph the son of Lael. 25 And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of meeting shall be the tabernacle, and the tent, the covering thereof, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 26 And the hangings of the court, and the curtain for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for all the service thereof. The family of Kohath. 27 And of Kohath was the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites, these are the families of the Kohathites. 28 In the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, were 8,600, keeping charge of the sanctuary. 29 The families of the sons of Kohath shall encamp on the side of the tabernacle to the south. 30 And the head of the house of the father of the families of the Kohathites shall be Elizaphan the son of Uzziel. 31 And their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the lampstand, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary with which they minister, and the hanging, and all the service thereof. 32 And Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest shall be head over the leaders of the Levites, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. The family of Merari. 33 Of Merari was the family of the Malites, and the family of the Mushites, these are the families of Merari. 34 And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, were 6,200. 35 And the head of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Zuriel the son of Abihail, these shall encamp on the side of the tabernacle to the north. 36 And under the appointed duty of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and all the utensils thereof, and all that pertains to them. 37 And the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. The summary of the census. 38 But those that encamp before the tabernacle on the east, even before the tabernacle of meeting eastward, shall be Moses, and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary to meet the needs of the children of Israel, and the stranger that comes near shall be put to death. 39 All that were numbered of the Levites, who Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord, throughout their families, all the males from a month old and upward, were 22,000. The Levites take the place of the firstborn. 40 And the Lord said unto Moses, Number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. 41 And you shall take the Levites for me, I am the Lord, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. 42 And Moses numbered, as the Lord commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel. 43 And all the firstborn males according to the number of names, from a month old and upward, of those that were numbered of them, were 22,213. 44 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 45 Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine, I am the Lord. 46 And for those that are to be redeemed of the 213 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the Levites, 47 You shall even take 5 shekels apiece individually. After the shekel of the sanctuary shall you take them. The shekel is 20 gerahs, 48 And you shall give the money, with which the excess number of them is to be redeemed, unto Aaron and to his sons. 49 And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites. 50 of the firstborn of the children of Israel took he the money. 1,365 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. 51 And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 4. The service of Kohath. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, 2 Take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, by their families, by the house of their fathers, 3 from 30 years old and upward even until 50 years old, all that enter the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of meeting. For this shall be the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of meeting, about the most holy things. 5 And when the camp moves forward, Aaron shall come, and his sons, and they shall take down the covering veil, and cover the ark of testimony with it. 6 And shall put thereon the covering of badger skins, and shall spread over it a cloth wholly of blue, and shall put in its poles. 7 And upon the table of showbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes, and the spoons, and the bowls, and covers to cover them, and the showbread shall be on it. 8 And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of badger skins, and shall put in its poles. 9 And they shall take a cloth of blue, and cover the lampstand of the light, and its lamps, and its wick trimmers, and its trays, and all the oil vessels thereof, with which they minister unto it. 10 And they shall put it and all the utensils thereof within a covering of badger skins, and shall put it upon a carrying beam. 11 And upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with a covering of badger skins, and shall put in its poles. 12 And they shall take all the instruments of ministry, with which they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them with a covering of badger skins, and shall put them on a carrying beam. 13 And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth on it. 14 And they shall put upon it all its utensils, with which they minister about it. Even the fire pans, the forks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the utensils of the altar, and they shall spread upon it a covering of badger skins, and put in its poles. 15 And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary, as the camp is to move forward, after that, the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of meeting. 16 And to the office of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest pertains the oil for the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily grain offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, and of all that is therein, in the sanctuary, and in the utensils thereof. 17 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, 18 Cut not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites. 19 But thus do unto them, that they may live, and not die, when they approach unto the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in, and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden. 20 But they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die. The service of Gershon. 21 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 22 Take also the sum of the sons of Gershon, throughout the houses of their fathers, by their families, 23 from 30 years old and upward until 50 years old shall you number them, all that enter in to perform the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of meeting. 24 This is the service of the families of the Gershonites, to serve, and to carry burdens. 25 And they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of meeting, its covering, and the covering of the badger skins that is on it, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 26 And the hangings of the court, and the hanging for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar, and their cords, and all the instruments of their service, and all that is made for them. So shall they serve. 27 At the appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites, in all their burdens, and in all their service, and you shall appoint unto them the task of all their burdens. 28 This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of meeting, and their work shall be under the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. 29 As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them after their families, by the house of their fathers, 30 from 30 years old and upward even unto 50 years old shall you number them, every one that enters into the service, to do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. 31 And this is the task of their burdens, according to all their service in the tabernacle of meeting, the boards of the tabernacle, and its bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, 32 And the pillars round about the court, and their sockets, and their pegs, and their cords, with all their furnishings, and with all their service, and by name you shall reckon the objects of the charge of their burdens. 33 This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service, in the tabernacle of meeting, under the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. The numbering of the Levites able to serve. 34 And Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites by their families, and by the house of their fathers, 35 from 30 years old and upward even unto 50 years old, every one that enters into the service, for the work in the tabernacle of meeting, 36 And those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. 37 These were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all that might do service in the tabernacle of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. 38 And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon, throughout their families, and by the house of their fathers, 39 from 30 years old and upward even unto 50 years old, every one that enters into the service, for the work in the tabernacle of meeting, 40 Even those that were numbered of them, throughout their families, by the house of their fathers, were 2,630. 41 These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do service in the tabernacle of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord. 42 And those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, throughout their families, by the house of their fathers, 43 from 30 years old and upward even unto 50 years old, every one that enters into the service, for the work in the tabernacle of meeting, 44 Even those that were numbered of them by their families, were 3,200. 45 These are those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. 46 All those that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered, by their families, and by the house of their fathers, 47 from 30 years old and upward even unto 50 years old, every one that came to do the service of the ministry, and the service of the burden in the tabernacle of meeting, 48 Even those that were numbered of them, were 8,540. 49 According to the commandment of the Lord they were numbered by the hand of Moses, every one according to his service, and according to his burden, thus were they numbered of him, as the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 5. The separation of unclean persons. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, to command the children of Israel, that they put out of the camp every leper, and every one that has a discharge, and whosoever is defiled by the dead. 3 Both male and female shall you put out, outside the camp shall you put them, that they defile not their camps, in the midst of which I dwell. 4 And the children of Israel did so, and put them out, outside the camp. As the Lord spoke unto Moses, so did the children of Israel. Separation in recompense for sin. 5 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 6 Speak unto the children of Israel, when a man or woman shall commit any sin that men commit, to do a trespass against the Lord, and that person be guilty. 7 Then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall make restitution for his trespass with the principal thereof, and add unto it the 5th part thereof, and give it unto him against whom he has trespassed. 8 But if the man has no kinsman to make restitution for the trespass unto, let the restitution for the trespass be unto the Lord, even to the priest, besides the ram of the atonement, whereby an atonement shall be made for him. 9 And every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his. 10 And every man's hallowed things shall be his, whatsoever any man gives the priest, it shall be his. The law of jealousies. 11 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 12 Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, if any man's wife go aside, and commit a trespass against him, 13 And a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept secret, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither was she taken in the act. 14 And the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she is defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she is not defiled. 15 Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. 16 And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before the Lord. 17 And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle the priest shall take, and put it into the water. 18 And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering, and the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse. 19 And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man has lain with you, and if you have not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of your husband, be you free from this bitter water that causes the curse. 20 But if you have gone aside to another instead of your husband, and if you are defiled, and some man has lain with you beside your husband, 21 Then the priest shall charge the woman to take an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make you a curse and an oath among your people. When the Lord does make your thigh to rot, and your belly to swell. 22 And this water that causes the curse shall go into your bowels, to make your belly to swell, and your thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. 23 And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. 24 And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse, and the water that causes the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter. 25 Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord, and offer it upon the altar. 26 And the priest shall take a handful of the offering, even the memorial portion, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. 27 And when he has made her drink the water, then it shall come to pass, that, if she was defiled, and has done a trespass against her husband, that the water that causes the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. 28 And if the woman was not defiled, but was clean, then she shall be free, and shall conceive seed. 29 This is the law of jealousies, when a wife goes aside to another instead of her husband, and is defiled. 30 Or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. 31 Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. Chapter 6. Sanctification through Nazirite vow. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 2 Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazirite, to separate themselves unto the Lord. 3 He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any juice of grapes, nor eat moist grapes, or dried. 4 All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the grapevine, from the seeds even to the skins. 5 All the days of the vow of his separation there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in which he separates himself unto the Lord. he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. 6 All the days that he separates himself unto the Lord he shall go near no dead body. 7 He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. 8 All the days of his separation he is holy unto the Lord. 9 And if any man dies very suddenly beside him, and he has defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing, on the 7th day shall he shave it. 10 And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtledoves, or 2 young pigeons, to the priest, to the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 11 And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, because he sinned in regard to the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. 12 And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering, but the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. 13 And this is the law of the Nazirite, when the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 14 And he shall offer his offering unto the Lord, 1 male lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and 1 ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and 1 ram without blemish for peace offerings. 15 And a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil. And their grain offering, and their drink offerings. 16 And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering, and his burnt offering. 17 And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his grain offering, and his drink offering. 18 And the Nazirite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and shall take the hair of the head of his separation, and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offerings. 19 And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, and 1 unleavened cake out of the basket, and 1 unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazirite, after the hair of his separation is shaven. 20 And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, with the wave breast and heave shoulder, and after that the Nazirite may drink wine. 21 This is the law of the Nazirite who has vowed, and of his offering unto the Lord for his separation, beside that his hand shall get, according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation. 22 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 23 Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, In this way you shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, 24 The Lord bless you, and keep you. 25 The Lord make his face shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. 26 The Lord lift up his countenance upon you, and give you peace. 27 And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Chapter 7. Israel brings offerings. 1 And it came to pass on the day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle, and had anointed it, and sanctified it, and all the furnishings thereof, both the altar and all its vessels, and had anointed them, and sanctified them. 2 That the leaders of Israel, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the leaders of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered. 3 And they brought their offering before the Lord, 6 covered wagons, and 12 oxen, a wagon for 2 of the leaders, and for each one an ox. And they brought them before the tabernacle. 4 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 5 Take it from them, that they may be used in doing the service of the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service. 6 And Moses took the wagons and the oxen, and gave them unto the Levites. 7 2 wagons and 4 oxen he gave unto the sons of Gershon, according to their service. 8 And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave unto the sons of Merari, according unto their service, under the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. 9 But unto the sons of Kohath he gave none, because the service of the sanctuary belonging unto them was that they should bear them upon their shoulders. 10 And the leaders offered for the dedicating of the altar in the day that it was anointed, even the leaders offered their offering before the altar. 11 And the Lord said unto Moses, They shall offer their offering, each leader on his day, for the dedicating of the altar. 12 And he that offered his offering the first day was Nahshon the son of Amminadab, of the tribe of Judah. 13 And his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. Both of them were full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 14 1 spoon of 10 shekels of gold, full of incense. 15 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 16 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 17 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nahshon the son of Amminadab. 18 On the second day Nethanel the son of Zuar, leader of Issachar, did offer. 19 He offered for his offering 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 21 Spoon of gold of 10 shekels, full of incense. 21 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 22 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 23 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Nethanel the son of Zuar. 24 On the third day Eliab the son of Helon, leader of the children of Zebulun, did offer. 25 His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 26 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 27 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 28 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 29 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliab the son of Helon. 30 On the fourth day Elizur the son of Shedor, leader of the children of Reuben, did offer. 31 His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 32 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 33 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 34 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 35 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elizur the son of Shedor. 36 On the fifth day Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai, leader of the children of Simeon, did offer. 37 His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 38 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 39 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 41 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 41 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. 42 On the sixth day Eliasaph the son of Duel, leader of the children of Gad, offered. 43 His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, a silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 44 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 45 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 46 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 47 And for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph the son of Duel. 48 On the seventh day Elishama the son of Ammihud, leader of the children of Ephraim, offered. 49 His offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, 51 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense, 51 one young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering, 52 one kid of the goats for a sin offering. 53 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Elishama the son of Ammihud. 54 on the 8th day offered Gamaliel the son of Pedazur, leader of the children of Manasseh. 55 his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 56 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 57 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 58 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 59 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. 60 on the 9th day Abidan the son of Gideoni, leader of the children of Benjamin, offered. 61 his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 62 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 63 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 64 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 65 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Abidan the son of Gideoni. 66 on the 10th day Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai, leader of the children of Dan, offered. 67 his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 68 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 69 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 71 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 71 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. 72 on the 11th day Pagiel the son of Ochran, leader of the children of Asher, offered. 73 his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 74 1 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 75 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 76 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 77 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Pagiel the son of Ochran. 78 on the 12th day Ahira the son of Enan, leader of the children of Naphtali, offered. 79 his offering was 1 silver charger, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 81 golden spoon of 10 shekels, full of incense. 81 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 1 lamb of the first year, for a burnt offering. 82 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 83 and for a sacrifice of peace offerings, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 lambs of the first year. This was the offering of Ahira the son of Enan. 84 This was the dedication of the altar, in the day when it was anointed, by the leaders of Israel. 12 chargers of silver, 12 silver bowls, 12 spoons of gold. 85 each charger of silver weighing 130 shekels, each bowl 70. All the silver vessels weighed 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. 86 The golden spoons were 12, full of incense, weighing 10 shekels apiece, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the spoons was 120 shekels. 87 All the oxen for the burnt offering were 12 bullocks, the rams 12, the lambs of the first year 12, with their grain offering, and the kids of the goats for sin offering 12. 88 And all the oxen for the sacrifice of the peace offerings were 20 and 4 bullocks, the rams 60, the male goats 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar, after it was anointed. 89 And when Moses was gone into the tabernacle of meeting to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of testimony, from between the two cherubim, and he spoke unto him. Chapter 8. The Levites are consecrated. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, To speak unto Aaron, and say unto him, When you light the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light in front of the lampstand. 3 And Aaron did so, he lighted the lamps thereof in front of the lampstand, as the Lord commanded Moses. 4 And this work of the lampstand was of hammered gold, its shaft and its flowers were hammered work, according unto the pattern which the Lord had shown Moses, so he made the lampstand. 5 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 6 Take the Levites from among the children of Israel, and cleanse them. 7 And thus shall you do unto them, to cleanse them, sprinkle water of purifying upon them, and let them shave all their flesh, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. 8 Then let them take a young bullock with its grain offering, even fine flour mixed with oil, and another young bullock shall you take for a sin offering. 9 And you shall bring the Levites before the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall gather the whole assembly of the children of Israel together. 10 And you shall bring the Levites before the Lord, and the children of Israel shall put their hands upon the Levites. 11 And Aaron shall offer the Levites before the Lord for an offering of the children of Israel, that they may execute the service of the Lord. 12 And the Levites shall lay their hands upon the heads of the bullocks, and you shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, unto the Lord, to make an atonement for the Levites. 13 And you shall set the Levites before Aaron, and before his sons, and offer them for an offering unto the Lord. 14 Thus shall you separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. 15 And after that shall the Levites go in to do the service of the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall cleanse them, and offer them for an offering. 16 For they are wholly given unto me from among the children of Israel, instead of all that open every womb, even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel, have I taken them unto me. 17 For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and animal. On the day that I struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt I sanctified them for myself. 18 And I have taken the Levites for all the firstborn of the children of Israel. 19 And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of meeting, and to make an atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel, when the children of Israel come near unto the sanctuary. 20 And Moses, and Aaron, and all the congregation of the children of Israel, did to the Levites according to all that the Lord commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so did the children of Israel to them. 21 And the Levites were purified, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron offered them as an offering before the Lord, and Aaron made an atonement for them to cleanse them. 22 And after that went the Levites in to do their service in the tabernacle of meeting before Aaron, and before his sons, as the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so did they unto them. 23 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 24 This is what pertains to the Levites. From 20 and 5 years old and upward they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle of meeting. 25 And from the age of 50 years they shall cease waiting upon the service thereof, and shall serve no more. 26 But shall minister with their brethren in the tabernacle of meeting, to keep the charge, and shall do no service. Thus shall you do unto the Levites regarding their duties. Chapter 9. The celebration of the Passover. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the first month of the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, To let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at its appointed time. 3 In the 14th day of this month, at evening, you shall keep it in its appointed time, according to all its rites, and according to all its ceremonies, shall you keep it. 4 And Moses spoke unto the children of Israel, that they should keep the Passover. 5 And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at evening in the wilderness of Sinai. According to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so did the children of Israel. 6 And there were certain men, who were defiled by the dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and before Aaron on that day. 7 And those men said unto him, We are defiled by the dead body of a man. Why are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering of the Lord in its appointed time among the children of Israel? 8 And Moses said unto them, Stand still, and I will hear what the Lord will command concerning you. 9 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 10 Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If any man of you or of your descendants shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Lord. 11 The 14th day of the second month at evening they shall keep it, and eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. 12 They shall leave none of it until the morning, nor break any bone of it. According to all the ordinances of the Passover they shall keep it. 13 But the man that is clean, and is not on a journey, and ceases to keep the Passover, even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he brought not the offering of the Lord in its appointed time, that man shall bear his sin. 14 And if a stranger shall sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover unto the Lord, according to the ordinance of the Passover, and according to the manner thereof, so shall he do. You shall have one ordinance, both for the stranger, and for him that was born in the land. Israel guided by the cloud. 15 And on the day that the tabernacle was raised up the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely, the tent of the testimony, and at evening there was upon the tabernacle as it were the appearance of fire, until the morning. 16 So it was always, the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. 17 And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel journeyed, and in the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel encamped their tents. 18 At the commandment of the Lord the children of Israel journeyed, and at the commandment of the Lord they encamped. As long as the cloud abode upon the tabernacle they rested in their tents. 19 And when the cloud tarried long upon the tabernacle many days, then the children of Israel kept the charge of the Lord, and journeyed not. 20 And so it was, when the cloud was a few days upon the tabernacle, according to the commandment of the Lord they abode in their tents, and according to the commandment of the Lord they journeyed. 21 And so it was, when the cloud abode from evening until the morning, and when the cloud was taken up in the morning, then they journeyed, whether it was by day or by night that the cloud was taken up, they journeyed. 22 Or whether it was 2 days, or a month, or a year, that the cloud tarried upon the tabernacle, remaining thereon, the children of Israel abode in their tents, and journeyed not, but when it was taken up, they journeyed. 23 At the commandment of the Lord they rested in the tents, and at the commandment of the Lord they journeyed. They kept the charge of the Lord, at the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. Chapter 10 Signaling with the trumpets. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, To make you 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shall you make them, that you may use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. 3 And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to you at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 4 And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the leaders, who are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto you. 5 When you blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east side shall go forward. 6 When you blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey, they shall blow an alarm for their journeys. 7 But when the congregation is to be gathered together, you shall blow, but you shall not sound an alarm. 8 And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. 9 And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresses you, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and you shall be saved from your enemies. 10 Also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God. Israel departs Mount Sinai. 11 And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. 12 And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. 13 And they first took their journey according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. 14 In the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah according to their armies, and over its host was Nahshon the son of Amminadab. 15 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nethanel the son of Zuar. 16 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab the son of Helon. 17 And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari moved forward, bearing the tabernacle. 18 And the standard of the camp of Reuben moved forward according to their armies, and over its host was Elizur the son of Shedor. 19 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. 20 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eliasaph the son of Duel. 21 And the Kohathites moved forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the others did set up the tabernacle before they came. 22 And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim moved forward according to their armies, and over its host was Elishama the son of Ammihud. 23 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. 24 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni. 25 And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan moved forward, who were the rear guard of all the camps throughout their hosts, and over its host was Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. 26 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel the son of Ochran. 27 And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira the son of Enan. 28 Thus were the journeying of the children of Israel according to their armies, when they moved forward. 29 And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Reuel the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, We are journeying unto the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will do you good, for the Lord has spoken good concerning Israel. 30 And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to my own land, and to my kindred. 31 And he said, Leave us not, I pray you, forasmuch as you know how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and you can be our eyes. 32 And it shall be, if you go with us, yea, it shall be, that what goodness the Lord shall do unto us, the same will we do unto you. 33 And they departed from the mount of the Lord 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in the 3 days' journey, to search out a resting place for them. 34 And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day, when they went out of the camp. 35 And it came to pass, when the ark moved forward, that Moses said, Rise up, Lord, and let your enemies be scattered, and let them that hate you flee before you. 36 And when it rested, he said, Return, O Lord, unto the many thousands of Israel. Chapter 11. The people complain. 1 And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them, and consumed some that were in the outlying parts of the camp. 2 And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched. 3 And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burned among them. Israel complains about food. 4 And the mixed multitude that was among them had a strong craving, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? 5 We remember the fish, which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic. 6 But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all, besides this manna, before our eyes. 7 And the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. 8 And the people went about, and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. 9 And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Moses complains about the people. 10 Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly, Moses also was displeased. 11 And Moses said unto the Lord, Why have you afflicted your servant? And why have I not found favor in your sight, that you lay the burden of all this people upon me? 12 Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that you should say unto me, Carry them in your bosom, as a nurse bears the nursing child, unto the land which you swore to give unto their fathers? 13 From where should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, Give us flesh, that we may eat. Moses complains about his life. 14 I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. 15 And if you deal thus with me, kill me, I pray you, out of hand, if I have found favor in your sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. God provides for Moses. 16 And the Lord said unto Moses, Gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of meeting, that they may stand there with you. 17 And I will come down and talk with you there, and I will take some of the Spirit which is upon you, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, that you bear it not yourself alone. 18 And say unto the people, Sanctify yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat flesh, for you have wept in the ears of the Lord, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt, therefore the Lord will give you flesh, and you shall eat. 19 You shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, 20 but even a whole month, until it comes out at your nostrils, and it becomes loathsome unto you, because that you have despised the Lord who is among you, and have wept before him, saying, Why came we forth out of Egypt? 21 And Moses said, The people, among whom I am, are 600,000 footmen, and you have said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month. 22 Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them, to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to suffice them? 23 And the Lord said unto Moses, Is the Lord's hand shortened? You shall see now whether my word shall come to pass unto you or not. 24 And Moses went out, and told the people the words of the Lord, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. 25 And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spoke unto him, and took some of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass, that, when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and did not cease. 26 But there remained 2 of the men in the camp, the name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were listed, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. 27 And there ran a young man, and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. 28 And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My lord Moses, forbid them. 29 And Moses said unto him, Are you jealous for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them. 30 And Moses returned into the camp, he and the elders of Israel. God provides quail. 31 And there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought quail from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, about a day's journey on this side, and about a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and about 2 cubits high above the face of the earth. 32 And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quail. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. God sends plagues. 33 And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, before it was consumed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord struck the people with a very great plague. 34 And he called the name of that place Kibroth-Hattaavah, because there they buried the people that craved. 35 And the people journeyed from Kibroth-Hattaavah unto Hazeroth, and abode at Hazeroth. Chapter 12. Miriam, Aaron speak against Moses. 1 And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. 2 And they said, Has the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Has he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. 3 Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men who were upon the face of the earth. Miriam becomes leprous. 4 And the Lord spoke suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, Come out you three unto the tabernacle of meeting. And the three came out. 5 And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. 6 And he said, Hear now my words, if there be a prophet among you, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. 7 My servant Moses is not thus, who is faithful in all my house. 8 With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even clearly, and not in dark sayings, and the form of the Lord shall he behold. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? 9 And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. 10 And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and, behold, Miriam became leprous, as white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and, behold, she was leprous. Moses intercedes for Miriam. 11 And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech you, lay not the sin upon us, in which we have done foolishly, and in which we have sinned. 12 Let her not be as one dead, whose flesh is half consumed when he comes out of his mother's womb. 13 And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O God, I beseech you. Miriam is restored. 14 And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. 15 And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. 16 And afterward the people set out from Hazeroth, and encamped in the wilderness of Paran. Chapter 13. Searching out the promised land. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, To send men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one a leader among them. 3 And Moses by the commandment of the Lord sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. 4 And these were their names. Of the tribe of Reuben, Shammua the son of Zaccur. 5 Of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori. 6 Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. 7 Of the tribe of Issachar, Igal the son of Joseph. 8 Of the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun. 9 Of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti the son of Raphu. 10 Of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Sodi. 11 Of the tribe of Joseph, namely, of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi the son of Susi. 12 Of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gemali. 13 Of the tribe of Asher, Sethur the son of Michael. 14 Of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi the son of Vophsi. 15 Of the tribe of Gad, Guel the son of Maki. 16 These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea the son of Nun Joshua. 17 And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Go up this way into the south, and go up into the mountains. 18 And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwell there, whether they are strong or weak, few or many. 19 And what the land is that they dwell in, whether it is good or bad, and what cities there are that they dwell in, whether in camps, or in strongholds. 20 And what the land is, whether it is rich or poor, whether there be wood in it, or not. And be of good courage, and bring some of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first ripe grapes. 21 So they went up, and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, near the entrance of Hamath. 22 And they ascended through the south, and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zon in Egypt. 23 And they came unto the valley of Eshel, and cut down from there a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they bore it between two upon a staff, and they brought some of the pomegranates, and of the figs. 24 The place was called the valley of Eshel, because of the cluster of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from there. 25 And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. 26 And they went and came to Moses, and to Aaron, and to all the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them, and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. 27 And they told him, and said, We came unto the land where you sent us, and surely it flows with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. 28 Nevertheless the people are strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled, and very great, and moreover we saw the children of Anak there. 29 The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites, dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and along the Jordan. 30 And Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and said, Let us go up at once, and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. 31 But the men that went up with him said, We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. 32 And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land, through which we have gone to search it, is a land that eats up its inhabitants, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. 33 And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, who come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Chapter 14 Israel rebels against God. 1 And all the congregation lifted up their voice, and cried, and the people wept that night. 2 And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, and the whole congregation said unto them, Would God that we had died in the land of Egypt! Or would God we had died in this wilderness! 3 And why has the Lord brought us unto this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? 4 And they said one to another, Let us choose a leader, and let us return into Egypt. 5 Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. 6 And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who were of them that searched the land, tore their clothes. 7 And they spoke unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, The land, which we passed through to search it, is an exceedingly good land. 8 If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us into this land, and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. 9 Only rebel not against the Lord, neither fear you the people of the land, for they are bread for us, their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us, fear them not. 10 But all the congregation said to stone them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of meeting before all the children of Israel. Moses intercedes for Israel. 11 And the Lord said unto Moses, How long will this people despise me? And how long will it be before they believe me, with all the signs which I have shown among them? 12 I will smite them with the pestilence, and disinherit them, and will make of you a greater nation and mightier than they. 13 And Moses said unto the Lord, Then the Egyptians shall hear it, for you brought up this people in your might from among them. 14 And they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that you Lord are among this people, that you Lord are seen face to face, and that your cloud stands over them, and that you go before them, by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. 15 Now if you shall kill all this people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of you will speak, saying, 16 Because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he swore to give unto them, therefore he has slain them in the wilderness. 17 And now, I beseech you, let the power of my Lord be great, according as you have spoken, saying, 18 The Lord is longsuffering, and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. 19. Pardon, I beseech you, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of your mercy, and as you have forgiven this people, from Egypt even until now. Israel sentenced to wander and die. 20. And the Lord said, I have pardoned according to your word. 21. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord. 22. Because all those men who have seen my glory, and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have put me to the test now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice. 23. Surely they shall not see the land which I swore to give unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it. 24. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and has followed me fully, him will I bring into the land in which he went, and his descendants shall possess it. 25. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwelt in the valley. Tomorrow turn you, and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. 26. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, 27. How long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. 28. Say unto them, As truly as I live, says the Lord, as you have spoken in my ears, so will I do to you. 29. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, who have murmured against me. 30. Doubtless you shall not come into the land, concerning which I swore to make you dwell therein, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. 31. But your little ones, whom you said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. 32. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness. 33. And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your holotries, until your carcasses are consumed in the wilderness. 34. After the number of the days in which you searched the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall you bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and you shall know my displeasure. 35. I the Lord have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation, that are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall be consumed, and there they shall die. The spies die by the plague. 36. And the men, whom Moses sent to search the land, who returned, and made all the congregation to murmur against him, by bringing up a slander upon the land. 37. Even those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land, died by the plague before the Lord. 38. But Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who were of the men that went to search the land, lived still. Moses warns Israel. 39. And Moses told these sayings unto all the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. 40. And they rose up early in the morning, and went up into the top of the mountain, saying, Lo, we are here, and will go up unto the place which the Lord has promised, for we have sinned. 41. And Moses said, Why now do you transgress the commandment of the Lord? But it shall not prosper. 42. Go not up, for the Lord is not among you, that you be not smitten before your enemies. 43. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you have turned away from the Lord, therefore the Lord will not be with you. 44. But they presumed to go up unto the mountaintop. Nevertheless the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and Moses, departed not out of the camp. The Amalekites smite Israel. 45. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites who dwelt in that hill country, and struck them, and routed them, even unto Hormah. Chapter 15. Commands for offerings of thanks. 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, To speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you have come into the land of your habitations, which I give unto you, 3. And will make an offering by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering, or in your solemn feasts, to make a sweet aroma unto the Lord, of the herd, or of the flock. For then shall he that offers his offering unto the Lord bring a grain offering of 1/10 of an ephah of flour mixed with the 4th part of a hin of oil. 5 and the 4th part of a hin of wine for a drink offering shall you prepare with the burnt offering or sacrifice, for 1 lamb. 6 or for a ram, you shall prepare for a grain offering 2/10 of an ephah of flour mixed with the 3rd part of a hin of oil. 7 and for a drink offering you shall offer the 3rd part of a hin of wine, for a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 8 and when you prepare a bullock for a burnt offering, or for a sacrifice in performing a vow, or peace offerings unto the Lord. 9 then shall he bring with a bullock a grain offering of 3/10 of an ephah of flour mixed with half a hin of oil. 10 and you shall bring for a drink offering half a hin of wine, for an offering made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 11 thus shall it be done for 1 bullock, or for 1 ram, or for a lamb, or a kid. 12 according to the number that you shall prepare, so shall you do to every one according to their number. 13 all that are born in this country shall do these things after this manner, in offering an offering made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 14 and if a stranger sojourns with you, or whosoever is among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord, as you do, so he shall do. 15 One ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourns with you, an ordinance forever in your generations, as you are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. 16 One law and one manner shall be for you, and for the stranger that sojourns with you. 17 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 18 Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you come into the land where I bring you. 19 Then it shall be, that, when you eat of the bread of the land, you shall offer up a heave offering unto the Lord. 20 You shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for a heave offering. As you do the heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall you offer it up. 21 Of the first of your dough you shall give unto the Lord a heave offering throughout your generations. Offerings of sins committed in ignorance. 22 And if you have erred, and not observed all these commandments, which the Lord has spoken unto Moses, 23 Even all that the Lord has commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and onward throughout your generations. 24 Then it shall be, if anything is committed by ignorance without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer 1 young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet aroma unto the Lord, with its grain offering, and its drink offering, according to the ordinance, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. 25 And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance, and they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord, for their ignorance. 26 And it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourns among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. 27 And if any soul sins through ignorance, then he shall bring a female goat of the first year for a sin offering. 28 And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sins ignorantly, when he sins by ignorance before the Lord, to make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. 29 You shall have 1 law for him that sins through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourns among them. No offerings for willful sins. 30 But the soul that does anything presumptuously, whether he is born in the land, or is a stranger, the same reproaches the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 31 Because he has despised the word of the Lord, and has broken his commandment, that soul shall utterly be cut off, his iniquity shall be upon him. 32 And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. 33 And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation. 34 And they put him in custody, because it was not declared what should be done to him. 35 And the Lord said unto Moses, The man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp. 36 And all the congregation brought him outside the camp, and stoned him with stones, and he died, as the Lord commanded Moses. Fringes of remembrance. 37 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 38 Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them tassels in the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the tassel of the corners a thread of blue. 39 And it shall be unto you a tassel, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that you seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to follow harlotry. 40 That you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. 41 I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God. Chapter 16. Korah rebels against Moses and Aaron. 1 Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. 2 And they rose up before Moses, with certain of the children of Israel, 250 leaders of the assembly, representatives of the congregation, men of renown. 3 And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, You take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them. And the Lord is among them. Why then lift you up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord? 4 And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face. 5 And he spoke unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him, even him whom he has chosen will he cause to come near unto him. 6 This do, take you censers, Korah, and all his company. 7 And put fire in them, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord does choose, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, you sons of Levi. 8 And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, you sons of Levi. 9 Seems it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. 10 And he has brought you near to him, and all your brethren the sons of Levi with you, and seek you the priesthood also. 11 For which cause both you and all your company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron, that you murmur against him? 12 And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, who said, We will not come up. 13 Is it a small thing that you have brought us up out of a land that flows with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, that you make yourself altogether a prince over us? 14 Moreover you have not brought us into a land that flows with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Will you put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. God judges Korah. 15 And Moses was very angry, and said unto the Lord, Respect not their offering. I have not taken one donkey from them, neither have I hurt one of them. 16 And Moses said unto Korah, Be you and all your company before the Lord, you, and they, and Aaron, tomorrow. 17 And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers, you also, and Aaron, each of you his censer. 18 And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense on them, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of meeting with Moses and Aaron. 19 And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. 20 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, 21 Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. 22 And they fell upon their faces, and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and will you be angry with all the congregation? 23 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 24 Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. 25 And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. 26 And he spoke unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest you be consumed in all their sins. 27 So they got away from the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out, and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. 28 And Moses said, Hereby you shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own will. 29 If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited with the fate of all men, then the Lord has not sent me. 30 But if the Lord makes a new thing, and the earth opens its mouth, and swallows them up, with all that belongs unto them, and they go down alive into the pit, then you shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. 31 And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground split asunder that was under them. 32 And the earth opened its mouth, and swallowed them up, and their households, and all the men that belonged unto Korah, and all their goods. 33 They, and all that belonged to them, went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. 34 And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. 35 And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. 36 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 37 Speak unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the blaze, and scatter the fire some distance away, for they are hallowed. 38 The censers of these sinners at the cost of their lives, let them make them hammered plates for a covering of the altar. For they offered them before the Lord, therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. 39 And Eleazar the priest took the bronze censers, with which they that were burned had offered, and they were hammered out for a covering of the altar. 40 To be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger, who is not of the descendants of Aaron, come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he become not as Korah, and as his company, as the Lord said to him by the hand of Moses. Israel murmurs against Moses and Aaron. 41 But the next day all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, You have killed the people of the Lord. God judges Israel. 42 And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of meeting, and, behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. 43 And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of meeting. 44 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 45 Get away from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. 46 And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer, and put fire therein from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly unto the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from the Lord, the plague has begun. 47 And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation, and, behold, the plague had begun among the people, and he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. 48 And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stopped. 49 Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, besides them that died in the incident of Korah. 50 And Aaron returned unto Moses to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and the plague was stopped. Chapter 17. Confirmation of the divine call. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 2 Speak unto the children of Israel, and take of every one of them a rod according to the house of their fathers, of all their leaders according to the house of their fathers 12 rods, write every man's name upon his rod. 3 And you shall write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi, for 1 rod shall be for the head of the house of their fathers. 4 And you shall lay them up in the tabernacle of meeting before the testimony, where I will meet with you. 5 And it shall come to pass, that the man's rod, whom I shall choose, shall blossom, and I will make to cease from me the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against you. 6 And Moses spoke unto the children of Israel, and every one of their leaders gave him a rod apiece, for each leader 1, according to their fathers' houses, even 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. 7 And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. 8 And it came to pass, that the next day Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and, behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi was sprouted, and brought forth buds, and bloomed blossoms, and yielded almonds. 9 And Moses brought out all the rods from before the Lord unto all the children of Israel, and they looked, and took every man his rod. 10 And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony, to be kept for a sign against the rebels, and you shall put away their murmurings from me, that they die not. 11 And Moses did so, as the Lord commanded him, so did he. 12 And the children of Israel spoke unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. 13 Whosoever comes anywhere near unto the tabernacle of the Lord shall die, shall we be consumed with dying. Chapter 18. Remuneration of the priesthood. 1 And the Lord said unto Aaron, You and your sons and your father's house with you shall bear the iniquity in connection with the sanctuary, and you and your sons with you shall bear the iniquity in connection with your priesthood. 2 And your brethren also of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of your father, bring with you, that they may be joined unto you, and minister unto you, but you and your sons with you shall minister before the tabernacle of witness. 3 And they shall keep your duties, and the duties of all the tabernacle, only they shall not come near the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar, that neither they, nor you also, die. 4 And they shall be joined unto you, and keep the duties of the tabernacle of meeting, for all the service of the tabernacle, and a stranger shall not come near unto you. 5 And you shall keep the duties of the sanctuary, and the duties of the altar, that there be no wrath any more upon the children of Israel. 6 And I, behold, I have taken your brethren the Levites from among the children of Israel. To you they are given as a gift for the Lord, to do the service of the tabernacle of meeting. 7 Therefore you and your sons with you shall keep your priest's office for everything at the altar, and within the veil, and you shall serve. I have given your priest's office unto you as a gift for service, and the stranger that comes near shall be put to death. 8 And the Lord spoke unto Aaron, Behold, I also have given you the duties of my heave offerings of all the hallowed things of the children of Israel. Unto you have I given them as a portion to you, and to your sons, by an ordinance forever. 9 This shall be yours of the most holy things, reserved from the fire, every offering of theirs, every grain offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offering of theirs, which they shall render unto me, shall be most holy for you and for your sons. 10 In the most holy place shall you eat it, every male shall eat it, it shall be holy unto you. 11 And this is yours, the heave offering of their gift, with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. I have given them unto you, and to your sons and to your daughters with you, by a statute forever. Everyone that is clean in your house shall eat of it. 12 All the best of the oil, and all the best of the wine, and of the wheat, the first fruits of them which they shall offer unto the Lord, them have I given you. 13 And whatsoever is first ripe in the land, which they shall bring unto the Lord, shall be yours, every one that is clean in your house shall eat of it. 14 Everything devoted in Israel shall be yours. 15 Everything that opens the womb in all flesh, which they bring unto the Lord, whether it be of men or animals, shall be yours. Nevertheless the firstborn of man shall you surely redeem, and the firstling of unclean animals shall you redeem. 16 And those that are to be redeemed from a month old shall you redeem, according to your valuation, for the money of 5 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. 17 But the firstling of a cow, or the firstling of a sheep, or the firstling of a goat, you shall not redeem, they are holy. You shall sprinkle their blood upon the altar, and shall burn their fat for an offering made by fire, for a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 18 And the flesh of them shall be yours, as the wave breast and as the right shoulder are yours. 19 All the heave offerings of the holy things, which the children of Israel offer unto the Lord, have I given you, and your sons and your daughters with you, by a statute forever. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord unto you and to your descendants with you. 20 And the Lord spoke unto Aaron, You shall have no inheritance in their land, neither shall you have any part among them. I am your part and your inheritance among the children of Israel. 21 And, behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of meeting. 22 Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come near the tabernacle of meeting, lest they bear sin, and die. 23 But the Levites shall do the service of the tabernacle of meeting, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance. 24 But the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer as a heave offering unto the Lord, I have given to the Levites to inherit. Therefore I have said unto them, among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. 25 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 26 Thus speak unto the Levites, and say unto them, when you take of the children of Israel the tithes which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then you shall offer up a heave offering of it for the Lord, even a tenth part of the tithe. 27 And this your heave offering shall be reckoned unto you, as though it were the grain of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. 28 Thus you also shall offer a heave offering unto the Lord of all your tithes, which you receive of the children of Israel, and you shall give thereof the Lord's heave offering to Aaron the priest. 29 Out of all your gifts you shall offer every heave offering of the Lord, of all the best thereof, even the hallowed part thereof out of it. 30 Therefore you shall say unto them, when you have heaved the best thereof from it, then it shall be counted unto the Levites as the increase of the threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress. 31 And you shall eat it in every place, you and your households, for it is your reward for your service in the tabernacle of meeting. 32 And you shall bear no sin by reason of it, when you have offered from it the best of it, neither shall you pollute the holy things of the children of Israel, lest you die. Chapter 19 Sacrifice of the red heifer. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord has commanded, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring you a red heifer without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came a yoke. 3 And you shall give her unto Eleazar the priest, that he may bring her forth outside the camp, and one shall slay her before his face. 4 And Eleazar the priest shall take of her blood with his finger, and sprinkle her blood directly before the tabernacle of meeting 7 times. 5 And one shall burn the heifer in his sight, her skin, and her flesh, and her blood, with her dung, shall he burn. 6 And the priest shall take cedar wood, and hyssop, and scarlet, and cast it into the midst of the burning of the heifer. 7 Then the priest shall wash his clothes, and he shall bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean until the evening. 8 And he that burns her shall wash his clothes in water, and bathe his flesh in water, and shall be unclean until the evening. 9 And a man that is clean shall gather up the ashes of the heifer, and lay them up outside the camp in a clean place, and it shall be kept for the congregation of the children of Israel for a water of purification. It is a purification for sin. 10 And he that gathers the ashes of the heifer shall wash his clothes, and be unclean until the evening, and it shall be unto the children of Israel, and unto the stranger that sojourns among them, for a statute forever. 11 He that touches the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. 12 He shall purify himself with the water on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean. 13 Whosoever touches the dead body of any man that is dead, and purifies not himself, defiles the tabernacle of the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of purification was not sprinkled upon him. He shall be unclean, his uncleanness is yet upon him. 14 This is the law, when a man dies in a tent, all that come into the tent, and all that is in the tent, shall be unclean 7 days. 15 And every open vessel, which has no covering fastened upon it, is unclean. 16 And whosoever touches one that is slain with a sword in the open fields, or a dead body, or a bone of a man, or a grave, shall be unclean 7 days. 17 And for an unclean person they shall take some of the ashes of the burnt heifer of purification for sin, and running water shall be put on them in a vessel. 18 And a clean person shall take hyssop, and dip it in the water, and sprinkle it upon the tent, and upon all the vessels, and upon the persons that were there, and upon him that touched a bone, or one slain, or one dead, or a grave. 19 And the clean person shall sprinkle upon the unclean on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day, and on the 7th day he shall purify himself, and wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and shall be clean at evening. 20 But the man that shall be unclean, and shall not purify himself, that soul shall be cut off from among the congregation, because he has defiled the sanctuary of the Lord. The water of purification has not been sprinkled upon him, he is unclean. 21 And it shall be a perpetual statute unto them, that he that sprinkles the water of purification shall wash his clothes, and he that touches the water of purification shall be unclean until evening. 22 And whatsoever the unclean person touches shall be unclean, and any person that touches it shall be unclean until evening. Chapter 20. The death of Miriam. 1 Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin in the 1st month, and the people abode in Kadesh, and Miriam died there, and was buried there. The sin of Israel. 2 And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. 3 And the people contended with Moses, and spoke, saying, Would God that we had died when our brethren died before the Lord. 4 And why have you brought up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there? 5 And why have you made us to come up out of Egypt, to bring us in unto this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. 6 And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto them. The command of God. 7 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 8 Take the rod, and gather you the assembly together, you, and Aaron your brother, and speak unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth its water, and you shall bring forth to them water out of the rock, so you shall give the congregation and their animals drink. The sin of Moses. 9 And Moses took the rod from before the Lord, as he commanded him. 10 And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, Hear now, you rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock? 11 And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he struck the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their animals also. 12 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, Because you believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. 13 This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with the Lord, and he was sanctified among them. Edom refuses Israel passage. 14 And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus says your brother Israel, You know all the travail that has befallen us. 15 How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the Egyptians afflicted us, and our fathers. 16 And when we cried unto the Lord, he heard our voice, and sent an angel, and has brought us forth out of Egypt. And, behold, we are in Kadesh, a city on the edge of your border. 17 Let us pass, I pray you, through your country. We will not pass through the fields, or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway, we will not turn to the right hand nor to the left, until we have passed your borders. 18 And Edom said unto him, You shall not pass by me, lest I come out against you with the sword. 19 And the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of your water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. 20 And he said, You shall not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people, and with a strong hand. 21 Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, therefore Israel turned away from him. The death of Aaron. 22 And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh, and came unto Mount Hor. 23 And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor, by the border of the land of Edom, saying, 24 Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Israel, because you rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah. 25 Take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up unto Mount Hor. 26 And strip Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar his son, and Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, and shall die there. 27 And Moses did as the Lord commanded, and they went up into Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. 28 And Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar his son, and Aaron died there on the top of the mountain, and Moses and Eleazar came down from the mount. 29 And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel. Chapter 21. Israel's victory over Canaanites. 1 And when King Arad the Canaanite, who dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the road to Atharim, then he fought against Israel, and took some of them prisoners. 2 And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord, and said, If you will indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. 3 And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel, and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities, and he called the name of the place Hormah. Israel complains. 4 And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way to the Sea of Reeds, to go around the land of Edom, and the soul of the people was greatly discouraged because of the way. 5 And the people spoke against God, and against Moses, Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loathes this worthless bread. God judges Israel with serpents. 6 And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and many people of Israel died. The brass serpent. 7 Therefore the people came to Moses, and said, We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord, and against you. Pray unto the Lord, that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. 8 And the Lord said unto Moses, Make you a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass, that every one that is bitten, when he looks upon it, shall live. 9 And Moses made a serpent of bronze, and put it upon a pole, and it came to pass, that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of bronze, he lived. Journey to Moab. 10 And the children of Israel set out, and encamped in Oboth. 11 And they journeyed from Oboth, and encamped at Abarim, in the wilderness which is opposite Moab, toward the sun rising. 12 From there they moved, and encamped in the valley of Zered. 13 From there they moved, and encamped on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that extends from the border of the Amorites, for Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. 14 Therefore it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord, what he did in the Red Sea, and in the brooks of Arnon. 15 And at the stream of the brooks that goes down to the dwelling of Ar, and lies upon the border of Moab. 16 And from there they went to Beer, that is the well of which the Lord spoke unto Moses, Gather the people together, and I will give them water. 17 Then Israel sang this song, Spring up, O well, sing you unto it. 18 The princes dug the well, the nobles of the people dug it, by the direction of the lawgiver, with their staves. And from the wilderness they went to Mattanah. 19 And from Mattanah to Nahaliel. And from Nahaliel to Bamoth. 20 And from Bamoth in the valley that is in the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah, which looks toward the wasteland. Israel's victory over the Amorites. 21 And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon king of the Amorites, saying, 22 Let me pass through your land. We will not turn into the fields, or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway, until we are past your borders. 23 And Sihon would not allow Israel to pass through his territory, but Sihon gathered all his people together, and went out against Israel into the wilderness, and he came to Jahaz, and fought against Israel. 24 And Israel struck him with the edge of the sword, and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon, for the border of the children of Ammon was fortified. 25 And Israel took all these cities. And Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. 26 For Heshbon was the city of Sihon the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. 27 Therefore they that speak in Proverbs say, Come into Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and established. 28 For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon, it has consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon. 29 Woe to you, Moab! You are undone, O people of Chemosh! He has given his sons that escaped, and his daughters, into captivity unto Sihon king of the Amorites. 30 We have shot at them, Heshbon is perished even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste even unto Napha, which reaches unto Medeba. 31 Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites. 32 And Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took the villages thereof, and drove out the Amorites that were there. Israel's victory over Bashan. 33 And they turned and went up by the way of Bashan, and Og the king of Bashan went out against them, he, and all his people, to the battle at Edrei. 34 And the Lord said unto Moses, Fear him not, for I have delivered him into your hand, and all his people, and his land, and you shall do to him as you did unto Sihon king of the Amorites, who dwelt at Heshbon. 35 So they struck him, and his sons, and all his people, until there was none left of him alive, and they possessed his land. Chapter 22 Balaam is sought by Balak. 1 And the children of Israel set out, and encamped in the plains of Moab on this side of Jordan by Jericho. 2 And Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. 3 And Moab was greatly afraid of the people, because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. 4 And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Moabites at that time. 5 He sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over opposite me. 6 Come now therefore, I pray you, curse for me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land, for I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed. 7 And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the fees of divination in their hand, and they came unto Balaam, and spoke unto him the words of Balak. 8 And he said unto them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the leaders of Moab abode with Balaam. 9 And God came unto Balaam, and said, What men are these with you? 10 And Balaam said unto God, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent unto me, saying, 11 Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, who cover the face of the earth. Come now, curse them for me, perhaps I shall be able to overcome them, and drive them out. 12 And God said unto Balaam, You shall not go with them, you shall not curse the people, for they are blessed. 13 And Balaam rose up in the morning, and said unto the leaders of Balak, Get you into your land, for the Lord refuses to give me permission to go with you. 14 And the leaders of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak, and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. 15 And Balak sent yet again leaders, more, and more honorable than they. 16 And they came to Balaam, and said to him, Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray you, hinder you from coming unto me. 17 For I will promote you unto very great honor, and I will do whatsoever you say unto me. Come therefore, I pray you, curse for me this people. 18 And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord my God, to do less or more. 19 Now therefore, I pray you, tarry you also here this night, that I may know what more the Lord will say unto me. 20 And God came unto Balaam at night, and said unto him, If the men come to call you, rise up, and go with them. but yet the word which I shall say unto you, that shall you do. 21 And Balaam rose up in the morning, and saddled his donkey, and went with the leaders of Moab. 22 And God's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the way as an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his donkey, and his 2 servants were with him. 23 And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and the donkey turned aside out of the way, and went into the field, and Balaam struck the donkey, to turn her into the way. 24 But the angel of the Lord stood in a path of the vineyards, a wall being on one side, and a wall on the other side. 25 And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself unto the wall, and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he struck her again. 26 And the angel of the Lord went further, and stood in a narrow place, where there was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. 27 And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he struck the donkey with a staff. 28 And the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto you, that you have smitten me these 3 times? 29 And Balaam said unto the donkey, Because you have mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill you. 30 And the donkey said unto Balaam, Am not I your donkey, upon which you have ridden ever since I became yours unto this day? Was I ever accustomed to do so unto you? And he said, Nay. 31 Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed down his head, and fell flat on his face. 32 And the angel of the Lord said unto him, Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand you, because your way is perverse before me. 33 And the donkey saw me, and turned from me these 3 times, unless she had turned from me, surely now also I would have slain you, and saved her alive. 34 And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that you stood in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease you, I will go back again. 35 And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto you, that you shall speak. So Balaam went with the leaders of Balak. 36 And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him unto a city of Moab, which is on the border of Arnon, which is on the farthest boundary. 37 And Balak said unto Balaam, Did I not earnestly send unto you to call you? Why came you not unto me? Am I not able indeed to promote you to honor? 38 And Balaam said unto Balak, Lo, I am come unto you, have I now any power at all to say anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that shall I speak. 39 And Balaam went with Balak, and they came unto Kiriath-huzoth. 40 And Balak offered oxen and sheep, and sent to Balaam, and to the leaders that were with him. The first oracle of Balaam. 41 And it came to pass the next day, that Balak took Balaam, and brought him up into the high places of Baal, that from there he might see the extent of the people. Chapter 23. 1 And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. 2 And Balak did as Balaam had spoken, and Balak and Balaam offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. 3 And Balaam said unto Balak, Stand by your burnt offering, and I will go, perhaps the Lord will come to meet me, and whatsoever he shows me I will tell you. And he went to a high place. 4 And God met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram. 5 And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth, and said, Return unto Balak, and thus you shall speak. 6 And he returned unto him, and, lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, he, and all the leaders of Moab. 7 And he took up his oracle, and said, Balak the king of Moab has brought me from Aram, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse for me Jacob, and come, denounce Israel. 8 How shall I curse, whom God has not cursed? Or how shall I denounce, whom the Lord has not denounced? 9 For from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. 10 Who can count the dust of Jacob, and the number of the fourth part of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my last end be like his. 11 And Balak said unto Balaam, What have you done unto me? I took you to curse my enemies, and, behold, you have blessed them altogether. 12 And he answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak that which the Lord has put in my mouth? The second oracle of Balaam. 13 And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray you, with me unto another place, from which you may see them. You shall see but the outer part of them, and shall not see them all, and curse them for me from there. 14 And he brought him into the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. 15 And he said unto Balak, Stand here by your burnt offering, while I meet the Lord yonder. 16 And the Lord met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, Go again unto Balak, and say thus. 17 And when he came to him, behold, he stood by his burnt offering, and the leaders of Moab with him. And Balak said unto him, What has the Lord spoken? 18 And he took up his oracle, and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear, hearken unto me, you son of Zippor. 19 God is not a man, that he should lie, neither the son of man, that he should repent. Has he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good? 20 Behold, I have received commandment to bless, and he has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. 21 He has not beheld iniquity in Jacob, neither has he seen perverseness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. 22 God brought them out of Egypt, he has as it were the strength of a wild ox. 23 Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, What has God wrought? 24 Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up themselves as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eats of the prey, and drinks the blood of the slain. 25 And Balak said unto Balaam, Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. 26 But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, Told not I you, saying, All that the Lord speaks, that I must do. The third oracle of Balaam. 27 And Balak said unto Balaam, Come, I pray you, I will bring you unto another place, perhaps it will please God that you may curse me them from there. 28 And Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that looks toward the wasteland. 29 And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 bullocks and 7 rams. 30 And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Chapter 24. 1 And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not, as at other times, to seek for enchantments, but he set his face toward the wilderness. 2 And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in its tents according to its tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. 3 And he took up his oracle, and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said. For he has said, who heard the words of God, who saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. 5 How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, and your tabernacles, O Israel. 6 As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the river's side, as aloes which the Lord has planted, and as cedar trees beside the waters. 7 He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. 8 God brought him forth out of Egypt, he has as it were the strength of a wild ox. He shall eat up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. 9 He crouched, he lay down as a lion, and as a great lion, who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that blesses you, and cursed is he that curses you. 10 And Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he struck his hands together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, and, behold, you have altogether blessed them these 3 times. 11 Therefore now flee to your place. I thought to promote you unto great honor, but, lo, the Lord has kept you back from honor. 12 And Balaam said unto Balak, Spoke I not also to your messengers whom you sent unto me, saying, 13 If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandment of the Lord, to do either good or bad of my own mind, but what the Lord says, that will I speak. The fourth oracle of Balaam. 14 And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advise you what this people shall do to your people in the latter days. 15 And he took up his oracle, and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said. 16 He has said, who heard the words of God, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, who saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. 17 I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not near. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall crush the forehead of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. 18 And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. 19 Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remains of the city. 20 And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his oracle, and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. 21 And he looked on the Kenites, and took up his oracle, and said, Strong is your dwelling place, and you put your nest in a rock. 22 Nevertheless the Kenite shall be wasted, until his horse shall carry you away captive. 23 And he took up his oracle, and said, Alas, who shall live when God does this? 24 And ships shall come from the coast of Kittim, and shall afflict Ishor, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever. 25 And Balaam rose up, and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. Chapter 25. Israel commits whoredom. 1 And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit harlotry with the daughters of Moab. 2 And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat, and bowed down to their gods. Phinehas stops the plague. 3 And Israel joined itself unto Baal of Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. 4 And the Lord said unto Moses, Take all the heads of the people, and hang them up before the Lord in the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. 5 And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, Slay you every one his men that were joined unto Baal of Peor. 6 And, behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of meeting. 7 And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation, and took a javelin in his hand. 8 And he went after the man of Israel into the tent, and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel, and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. 9 And those that died in the plague were 24,000. 10 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 11 Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, because he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consumed not the children of Israel in my jealousy. 12 Therefore say, Behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace. 13 And he shall have it, and his descendants after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. 14 Now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianite woman, was Zimri, the son of Salu, a head of a father's house among the Simeonites. 15 And the name of the Midianite woman that was slain was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur. He was head over a people, and a father's house in Midian. Israel to smite Moab. 16 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 17 Harass the Midianites, and smite them. 18 For they harassed you with their wiles, with which they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of a leader of Midian, their sister, who was slain in the day of the plague on account of Peor. Chapter 26. The Second Census. 1 And it came to pass after the plague, that the Lord spoke unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, 2 Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, from 20 years old and upward, throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. 3 And Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, 4 Take a census of the people, from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel, who went forth out of the land of Egypt. 5 Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanoch, of the family of the Hanochites, of Palu, the family of the Palutes, 6 Of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. 7 These are the families of the Reubenites, and they that were numbered of them were 40,730. 8 And the sons of Palu, Eliab. 9 And the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and Dathan, and Abiram. This is that Dathan and Abiram, who were representatives of the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord. 10 And the earth opened its mouth, and swallowed them up together with Korah, when that company died, when the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. 11 Nevertheless the children of Korah died not. 12 The sons of Simeon according to their families, of Nemuel, the family of the Nemulites, of Hamin, the family of the Jaminites, of Jashan, the family of the Jashinites, 13 Of Zerah, the family of the Zerahites, of Shaul, the family of the Shaulites. 14 These are the families of the Simeonites, 20 and 2,200. 15 The children of Gad according to their families, of Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, of Haggi, the family of the Haggites, of Shuni, the family of the Shunites, 16 Of Ozni, the family of the Oznites, of Eri, the family of the Erites, 17 Of Arod, the family of the Arodites, of Areli, the family of the Erlites. 18 These are the families of the children of Gad according to those that were numbered of them, 40,500. 19 The sons of Judah were Ur and Onan, and Ur and Onan died in the land of Canaan. 20 And the sons of Judah after their families were, of Shelah, the family of the Shelonites, of Perez, the family of the Perizzites, of Zerah, the family of the Zerahites. 21 And the sons of Perez were, of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Hamuel, the family of the Hamulites. 22 These are the families of Judah according to those that were numbered of them, 316,500. 23 Of the sons of Issachar after their families, of Tola, the family of the Tolites, of Puvah, the family of the Punites, 24 Of Jeshub, the family of the Jeshubites, of Shimron, the family of the Shimronites. 25 These are the families of Issachar according to those that were numbered of them, 304,300. 26 Of the sons of Zebulun after their families, of Serd, the family of the Seredites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the family of the Jaleelites. 27 These are the families of the Zebulunites according to those that were numbered of them, 305,500. 28 The sons of Joseph according to their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. 29 Of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Machirites, and Machir begat Gilead, of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. 30 These are the sons of Gilead, of Iezer, the family of the Iezerites, of Helek, the family of the Helekites, 31 And of Asriel, the family of the Asrielites, and of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites, 32 And of Shemida, the family of the Shemedites, and of Hepher, the family of the Hepherites. 33 And Zelophehad the son of Hepher had no sons, but daughters, and the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mala, and Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. 34 These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 50 and 2,700. 35 These are the sons of Ephraim after their families, of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelahites, of Becher, the family of the Becherites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. 36 And these are the sons of Shuthelah, of Aran, the family of the Aaronites. 37 These are the families of the sons of Ephraim according to those that were numbered of them, 30 and 2,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families. 38 The sons of Benjamin according to their families. Of Bela, the family of the Belates. Of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites. Of Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites. 39 Of Shephufam, the family of the Shufamites. Of Hufam, the family of the Hufamites. 40 And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the family of the Ardites. And of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. 41 These are the sons of Benjamin according to their families, and they that were numbered of them were 40 and 5,600. 42 These are the sons of Dan according to their families. Of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan according to their families. 43 All the families of the Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,400. 44 Of the children of Asher according to their families. Of Imnah, the family of the Imnites. Of Ishvi, the family of the Ishvites. Of Beriah, the family of the Beriites. 45 Of the sons of Beriah. Of Eber, the family of the Heberites. Of Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites. 46 And the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. 47 These are the families of the sons of Asher according to those that were numbered of them, who were 50 and 3,400. 48 Of the sons of Naphtali according to their families. Of Jaziel, the family of the Jazielites. Of Guni, the family of the Gunites. 49 Of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites. Of Shillem, the family of the Shillemites. 50 These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, and they that were numbered of them were 40 and 5,400. 51 These were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. Dividing the land. 52 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 53 Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance according to the number of names. 54 To many you shall give the more inheritance, and to few you shall give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. 55 Nevertheless the land shall be divided by lot. According to the names of the tribes of their fathers they shall inherit. 56 According to the lot shall the possession of it be divided between many and few. The Levites have no inheritance. 57 And these are they that were numbered of the Levites according to their families. Of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites. Of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites. Of Merari, the family of the Merarites. 58 These are the families of the Levites. The family of the Libnites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Malites, the family of the Mushites, the family of the Korathites. And Kohath begat Amram. 59 And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bore to Levi in Egypt. And she bore unto Amram Aaron and Moses, and Miriam their sister. 60 And unto Aaron was born Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. 61 And Nadab and Abihu died, when they offered unholy fire before the Lord. 62 And those that were numbered of them were 20 and 3,000, all males from a month old and upward, for they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. The old generation has no inheritance. 63 These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho. 64 But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. 65 For the Lord had said of them, They shall surely die in the wilderness. And there was not left a man of them, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. Chapter 27. The Laws of Inheritance. 1 Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters, Mahlah, Noah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. 2 And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the leaders and all the congregation, by the door of the tabernacle of meeting, saying, 3 Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin, and had no sons. 4 Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he has no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. 5 And Moses brought their cause before the Lord. 6 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 7 The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. You shall surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and you shall cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. 8 And you shall speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man dies, and has no son, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughter. 9 And if he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. 10 And if he has no brethren, then you shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. 11 And if his father has no brethren, then you shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. Moses commanded to leave the people. 12 And the Lord said unto Moses, Get you up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. 13 And when you have seen it, you also shall be gathered unto your people, as Aaron your brother was gathered. 14 For you rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes, that is the water of Meribah in Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. Joshua is appointed. 15 And Moses spoke unto the Lord, saying, 16 Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, 17 Who may go out before them, and who may go in before them, and who may lead them out, and who may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep which have no shepherd. 18 And the Lord said unto Moses, Take you Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand upon him. 19 And set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight. 20 And you shall put some of your honor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. 21 And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Urim before the Lord. At his word shall they go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he, and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. 22 And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and he took Joshua, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation. 23 And he laid his hands upon him, and gave him a charge, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. Chapter 28 The Daily Offering. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, To command the children of Israel, and say unto them, My offering, and my bread for my sacrifices made by fire, for a sweet aroma unto me, shall you observe to offer unto me in their due season. 3 And you shall say unto them, This is the offering made by fire which you shall offer unto the Lord, 2 lambs of the first year without spot day by day, for a continual burnt offering. 4 The one lamb shall you offer in the morning, and the other lamb shall you offer at evening. 5 And a 10th part of an ephah of flour for a grain offering, mixed with the 4th part of a hin of beaten olive oil. 6 It is a continual burnt offering, which was ordained in Mount Sinai for a sweet aroma, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. 7 And the drink offering thereof shall be the 4th part of a hin for the one lamb. In the holy place shall you cause the strong wine to be poured unto the Lord for a drink offering. 8 And the other lamb shall you offer at evening, as the grain offering of the morning, and as the drink offering thereof, you shall offer it, a sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. The weekly offering. 9 And on the Sabbath day 2 lambs of the first year without spot, and 2/10 of an ephah of flour for a grain offering, mixed with oil, and the drink offering thereof. 10 This is the burnt offering of every Sabbath, besides the continual burnt offering, and its drink offering. The monthly offering. 11 And in the beginnings of your months you shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks, and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot, 12 and 3/10 of an ephah of flour for a grain offering, mixed with oil, for 1 bullock, and 2/10 of an ephah of flour for a grain offering, mixed with oil, for 1 ram, 13 and 1/10 of an ephah of flour mixed with oil for a grain offering unto 1 lamb, for a burnt offering of a sweet aroma, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. 14 And their drink offerings shall be half a hin of wine unto a bullock, and the third part of a hin unto a ram, and a fourth part of a hin unto a lamb. This is the burnt offering of every month throughout the months of the year. 15 And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering unto the Lord shall be offered, besides the continual burnt offering, and its drink offering. Passover. 16 And on the 14th day of the first month is the Passover of the Lord. Unleavened bread. 17 And on the 15th day of this month is the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. 18 On the first day shall be a holy convocation. You shall do no manner of regular work on it. 19 But you shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for a burnt offering unto the Lord. 2 young bullocks, and 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish. 20 And their grain offerings shall be of flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah shall you offer for a bullock, and 2/10 of an ephah for a ram. 21 8/10 of an ephah shall you offer for every lamb, throughout the 7 lambs. 22 And 1 goat for a sin offering, to make an atonement for you. 23 You shall offer these besides the burnt offering in the morning, which is for a continual burnt offering. 24 In this manner you shall offer daily, throughout the 7 days, the grain of the sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. It shall be offered besides the continual burnt offering, and its drink offering. 25 And on the 7th day you shall have a holy convocation, you shall do no regular work. First fruits. 26 Also on the day of the first fruits, when you bring a new grain offering unto the Lord, at your feast of weeks, you shall have a holy convocation, you shall do no regular work. 27 But you shall offer the burnt offering for a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 2 young bullocks, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year. 28 And their grain offerings of flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah unto 1 bullock, 2/10 of an ephah unto 1 ram. 29 8/10 of an ephah unto 1 lamb, throughout the 7 lambs. 30 And 1 kid of the goats, to make an atonement for you. 31 You shall offer them besides the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, they shall be unto you without blemish, and their drink offerings. Chapter 29, Trumpets. 1 And in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you shall have a holy convocation, you shall do no regular work, it is unto you a day of blowing the trumpets. 2 And you shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. 3 And their grain offering shall be of flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah for a bullock, and 2/10 of an ephah for a ram. 4 And 1/10 of an ephah for 1 lamb, throughout the 7 lambs. 5 And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, to make an atonement for you. 6 Besides the burnt offerings of the month, and their grain offerings. And the daily burnt offering, and its grain offering, and their drink offerings, according unto their ordinance, for a sweet aroma, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. Atonement. 7 And you shall have on the 10th day of this 7th month a holy convocation, and you shall humble yourselves, you shall not do any work on it. 8 But you shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord for a sweet aroma. 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish. 9 And their grain offering shall be of flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah to a bullock, and 2/10 of an ephah to 1 ram. 10 8/10 of an ephah for 1 lamb, throughout the 7 lambs. 11 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the sin offering of atonement, and the continual burnt offering, and the grain offering of it, and their drink offerings. Tabernacle. 12 And on the 15th day of the 7th month you shall have a holy convocation, you shall do no regular work, and you shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. 13 And you shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 13 young bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year. They shall be without blemish. 14 And their grain offering shall be of flour mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah unto every bullock of the 13 bullocks. 2/10 of an ephah to each ram of the 2 rams, 15 and a tenth of an ephah to each lamb of the 14 lambs, 16 and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. 17 And on the second day you shall offer 12 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot, 18 And their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 19 And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, and their drink offerings. 20 And on the third day 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, 21 And their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 22 And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, and its drink offering. 23 And on the fourth day 10 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, 24 Their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 25 And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. 26 And on the fifth day 9 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without spot, 27 And their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 28 And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, and its drink offering. 29 And on the sixth day 8 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. 30 And their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 31 And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. 32 And on the seventh day 7 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, 33 And their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance, 34 And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. 35 On the eighth day you shall have a solemn assembly. You shall do no regular work on it. 36 But you shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet aroma unto the Lord. 1 bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. 37 Their grain offerings and their drink offerings for the bullock, for the ram, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, according to the ordinance. 38 And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, and its drink offering. 39 These things you shall do unto the Lord in your appointed feasts, besides your vows, and your freewill offerings, for your burnt offerings, and for your grain offerings, and for your drink offerings, and for your peace offerings. 40 And Moses told the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 30. Regulations regarding vows. 1 And Moses spoke unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. 2 If a man vows a vow unto the Lord, or swears an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word, he shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. 3 If a woman also vows a vow unto the Lord, and binds herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, 4 And her father hears her vow, and her bond with which she has bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond with which she has bound her soul shall stand. 5 But if her father forbids her in the day that he hears, not any of her vows, or of her bonds with which she has bound her soul, shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father forbade her. 6 And if she had indeed a husband, when she vowed, or uttered anything out of her lips, with which she bound her soul, 7 And her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it. Then her vows shall stand, and her bonds with which she bound her soul shall stand. 8 But if her husband forbade her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, with which she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. 9 But every vow of a widow, and of her that is divorced, with which they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. 10 And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath. 11 And her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and forbade her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond with which she bound her soul shall stand. 12 But if her husband has truly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband has made them void, and the Lord shall forgive her. 13 Every vow, and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. 14 But if her husband altogether holds his peace at her from day to day, then he establishes all her vows, or all her bonds, which are upon her. He confirms them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. 15 But if he shall in any way make them void after that he has heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. 16 These are the statutes, which the Lord commanded Moses, between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house. Chapter 31. The destruction of Midianites. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, to avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites, afterward shall you be gathered unto your people. 3 And Moses spoke unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. 4 Of every tribe 1,000, throughout all the tribes of Israel, shall you send to the war. 5 So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel, 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. 6 And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war, with the holy instruments, and the trumpets to blow in his hand. 7 And they warred against the Midianites, as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew all the males. 8 And they slew the kings of Midian, besides the rest of them that were slain, namely, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor they slew with the sword. 9 And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. 10 And they burnt all their cities in which they dwelt, and all their encampments, with fire. 11 And they took all the spoil, and all the prey, both of people and of animals. 12 And they brought the captives, and the prey, and the spoil, unto Moses, and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by the Jordan near Jericho. 13 And Moses, and Eleazar the priest, and all the leaders of the congregation, went forth to meet them outside the camp. 14 And Moses was angry with the officers of the army, with the captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, who came from the battle. 15 And Moses said unto them, have you saved all the women alive? 16 Behold, these caused the children of Israel, through the counsel of Balaam, to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. 17 Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that has known man by lying with him. 18 But all the young girls, that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Purification of Israel. 19 And you must abide outside the camp 7 days. Whosoever has killed any person, and whosoever has touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day. 20 And purify all your clothing, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. 21 And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war who went to the battle, this is the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. 22 Only the gold, and the silver, the bronze, the iron, the tin, and the lead. 23 Everything that can endure the fire, you shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless it shall be purified with the water of purification, and all that cannot endure the fire you shall make go through the water. 24 And you shall wash your clothes on the seventh day, and you shall be clean, and afterward you shall come into the camp dividing the prey. 25 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 26 Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of people and of animals, you, and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation. 27 And divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. 28 And levy a tribute unto the Lord of the men of war who went out to battle, 1 out of 500, both of the persons, and of the cattle, and of the donkeys, and of the sheep. 29 Take it from their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest, for a heave offering of the Lord. 30 And of the children of Israel's half, you shall take 1 out of 50, of the persons, of the cattle, of the donkeys, and of the flocks, of all manner of animals, and give them unto the Levites, who have charge of the tabernacle of the Lord. 31 And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. 32 And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, 33 and 312,000 cattle, 34 and 1,000 donkeys, 35 and 30 and 2,000 persons in all, of women that had not known man by lying with him. 36 And the half, which was the portion of them that went out to war, was in number 300,000 and 7 and 30,500 sheep. 37 And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 615. 38 And the cattle were 30 and 6,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 312. 39 And the donkeys were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was 301. 40 And the persons were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32 persons. 41 And Moses gave the tribute, which was the Lord's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. 42 And of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that fought, 43 Now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,500 sheep, 44 and 30 and 6,000 cattle, 45 and 30,000 donkeys and 500, 46 and 16,000 persons, 47 Even of the children of Israel's half, Moses took 1 portion of 50, both of persons and of animals, and gave them unto the Levites, who have charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. 48 And the officers who were over thousands of the army, the captains of thousands, and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses. 49 And they said unto Moses, Your servants have taken the sum of the men of war who are under our charge, and there lacks not 1 man of us. 50 We have therefore brought an offering for the Lord, what every man has gotten, of ornaments of gold, chains, and bracelets, rings, earrings, and necklaces, to make an atonement for ourselves before the Lord. 51 And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from them, even all crafted ornaments. 52 And all the gold of the offering that they offered up to the Lord, of the captains of thousands, and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. 53 For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. 54 And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of meeting, for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord. Chapter 32. Dividing the land east of Jordan. 1 Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer, and the land of Gilead, that, behold, the place was a place for cattle, to the children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spoke unto Moses, and to Eleazar the priest, and unto the leaders of the congregation, saying, 3 Ataroth, and Dibon, and Jazer, and Nimrah, and Heshbon, and Elilah, and Shebam, and Nebo, and beyond, for even the country which the Lord defeated before the congregation of Israel is a land for cattle, and your servants have cattle. 5 Therefore, said they, if we have found grace in your sight, let this land be given unto your servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. 6 And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall you sit here? 7 And why discourage you the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord has given them? 8 Thus did your fathers, when I sent them from Kadeshbarnea to see the land. 9 For when they went up unto the valley of Eshcol, and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Lord had given them. 10 And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he swore, saying, 11 Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt, from 20 years old and upward, shall see the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. 12 Except Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. 13 And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until all the generation, that had done evil in the sight of the Lord, was consumed. 14 And, behold, you are risen up in your father's stead, a brood of sinful men, to increase still more the fierce anger of the Lord toward Israel. 15 For if you turn away from following him, he will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and you shall destroy all this people. 16 And they came near unto him, and said, We will build sheepfolds here for our flocks, and cities for our little ones. 17 But we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Israel, until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fortified cities because of the inhabitants of the land. 18 We will not return unto our houses, until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. 19 For we will not inherit with them on the other side of Jordan, and beyond, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side of Jordan eastward. 20 And Moses said unto them, If you will do this thing, if you will go armed before the Lord to war, 21 And will go all of you armed over Jordan before the Lord, until he has driven out his enemies from before him. 22 And the land is subdued before the Lord. Then afterward you shall return, and be guiltless before the Lord, and before Israel, and this land shall be your possession before the Lord. 23 But if you will not do so, behold, you have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. 24 Build you cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which has proceeded out of your mouth. 25 And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spoke unto Moses, saying, Your servants will do as my Lord commands. 26 Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and all our cattle, shall be there in the cities of Gilead. 27 But your servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before the Lord to battle, as my Lord says. 28 So concerning them Moses commanded Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. 29 And Moses said unto them, If the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle, before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. 30 But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. 31 And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, As the Lord has said unto your servants, so will we do. 32 We will pass over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side of Jordan may be ours. 33 And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og king of Bashan, the land, with the cities thereof within the borders, even the cities of the surrounding country. 34 And the children of Gad built Dibon, and Ataroth, and Aroer, 35 And Atroth Shophan, and Jazer, and Jogbehah, 36 And Bethnimrah, and Bethhoron, fortified cities, and folds for sheep. 37 And the children of Reuben built Heshbon, and Elilah, and Kiriataim, 38 And Nebo, and Balmeon, their names being changed, and Sibmah, and gave other names unto the cities which they built. 39 And the children of Machir the son of Manasseh went to Gilead, and took it, and dispossessed the Amorites who were in it. 40 And Moses gave Gilead unto Machir the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. 41 And Jair the son of Manasseh went and took the small towns thereof, and called them Havothjair. 42 And Noba went and took Kenneth, and the villages thereof, and called it Noba, after his own name. Chapter 33. From Egypt to Sinai. 1 These are the journeys of the children of Israel, who went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. 2 And Moses wrote their starting points of their journeys by the commandment of the Lord, and these are their journeys according to their starting points. 3 And they departed from Ramesses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. The next day after the Passover the children of Israel went out with boldness in the sight of all the Egyptians. 4 For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them. Upon their gods also the Lord executed judgments. 5 And the children of Israel set out from Ramesses, and encamped at Succoth. 6 And they departed from Succoth, and encamped at Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. 7 And they set out from Etham, and turned again unto Pihahiroth, which is east of Baalzephon, and they encamped before Migdal. 8 And they departed from before Pihahiroth, and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and encamped at Marah. 9 And they set out from Marah, and came unto Elam, and in Elam were 12 fountains of water, and 60 palm trees, and they encamped there. 10 And they set out from Elam, and encamped by the Red Sea. 11 And they set out from the Red Sea, and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. 12 And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin, and encamped at Dophkah. 13 And they departed from Dophkah, and encamped at Elush. 14 And they set out from Elush, and encamped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. 15 And they departed from Rephidim, and encamped in the wilderness of Sinai. From Sinai to Kadesh. 16 And they set out from the desert of Sinai, and encamped at Kibroth-Hattava. 17 And they departed from Kibroth-Hattava, and encamped at Hazeroth. The wilderness wanderings. 18 And they departed from Hazeroth, and encamped at Rithmah. 19 And they departed from Rithmah, and encamped at Rimmon-Perez. 20 And they departed from Rimmon-Perez, and encamped at Libnah. 21 And they set out from Libnah, and encamped at Rissah. 22 And they journeyed from Rissah, and encamped at Kehelatha. 23 And they went from Kehelatha, and encamped at Mount Shepher. 24 And they set out from Mount Shepher, and encamped at Harada. 25 And they set out from Harada, and encamped at Makaloth. 26 And they set out from Makaloth, and encamped at Tahath. 27 And they departed from Tahath, and encamped at Terah. 28 And they set out from Terah, and encamped at Mithkah. 29 And they went from Mithkah, and encamped at Hashmanah. 30 And they departed from Hashmanah, and encamped at Moseroth. 31 And they departed from Moseroth, and encamped at Benayakan. 32 And they set out from Benayakan, and encamped at Horhagidgad. 33 And they went from Horhagidgad, and encamped at Jotbatha. 34 And they set out from Jotbatha, and encamped at Abronah. 35 And they departed from Abronah, and encamped at Eziongeber. 36 And they set out from Eziongeber, and encamped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. From Kadesh to Moab. 37 And they set out from Kadesh, and encamped at Mount Hor, in the edge of the land of Edom. 38 And Aaron the priest went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord, and died there, in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. 39 And Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. 40 And king of Arad, the Canaanite, who dwelt in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. 41 And they departed from Mount Hor, and encamped at Zalmanah. 42 And they departed from Zalmanah, and encamped at Punan. 43 And they departed from Punan, and encamped at Oboth. 44 And they departed from Oboth, and encamped at Iabarim, at the border of Moab. 45 And they departed from Eam, and encamped at Debongad. 46 And they set out from Debongad, and encamped at Almondiblathaim. 47 And they set out from Almondiblathaim, and encamped in the mountains of Abarim, before Nebo. 48 And they departed from the mountains of Abarim, and encamped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho. 49 And they encamped by the Jordan, from Bethjeshimoth even unto Abelshittim in the plains of Moab. Instructions for conquering Canaan. 50 And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho, saying, 51 Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you have passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan. 52 Then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their engraved stones, and destroy all their molten images, and demolish all their high places. 53 And you shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. 54 And you shall divide the land by lot for an inheritance among your families, and to the more you shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer you shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falls, according to the tribes of your fathers you shall inherit. 55 But if you will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass, that those whom you let remain of them shall be barbs in your eyes, and thorns in your sides, and shall trouble you in the land wherein you dwell. 56 Moreover it shall come to pass, that I shall do unto you, as I thought to do unto them. Chapter 34. The South. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, to command the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall unto you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan to the extent of its boundaries. 3 Then your south side shall be from the wilderness of Zin along by the border of Edom, and your south border shall be to the edge of the Salt Sea on the east. 4 And your border shall turn from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and pass on to Zin. And the going forth thereof shall be from the south to Kadeshbarnea, and shall go on to Hazaradar, and pass on to Asman. 5 And the border shall turn from Asman unto the river of Egypt, and the end of it shall be at the sea. The west. 6 And as for the western border, you shall even have the great sea for a border, this shall be your west border. The north. 7 And this shall be your north border. From the great sea you shall mark out for you Mount Hor. 8 From Mount Hor you shall mark out your border unto the entrance of Hamath. And the end of the border shall be at Zedad. 9 And the border shall go on to Ziphron, and the end of it shall be at Hazaranan. This shall be your north border. The east. 10 And you shall mark out your east border from Hazaranan to Shepham. 11 And the border shall go down from Shepham to Riblah, on the east side of Ain. And the border shall descend, and shall reach unto the eastern side of the sea of Chinnereth. 12 And the border shall go down to the Jordan, and the end of it shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land with boundaries all around. 13 And Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, this is the land which you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord commanded to give unto the 9 tribes, and to the half-tribe. 14 For the tribe of the children of Reuben according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance, and the half-tribe of Manasseh has received its inheritance. 15 The 2 tribes and the half-tribe have received their inheritance on this side of Jordan near Jericho eastward, toward the sun rising. The men to divide the land. 16 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 17 These are the names of the men who shall divide the land unto you, Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. 18 And you shall take 1 leader of every tribe, to divide the land by inheritance. 19 And the names of the men are these: of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. 20 And of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel the son of Ammihud. 21 Of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Chislon. 22 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki the son of Joli. 23 The leader of the children of Joseph, for the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel the son of Ephod. 24 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel the son of Shipton. 25 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elizaphan the son of Parnach. 26 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel the son of Azan. 27 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud the son of Shelemi. 28 And the leader of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedahel the son of Ammihud. 29 These are they whom the Lord commanded to divide the inheritance unto the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. Chapter 35, Cities for the Levites. 1 And the Lord spoke unto Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho, saying, to command the children of Israel, that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in, and you shall give also unto the Levites pasture lands for the cities round about them. 3 And the cities shall they have to dwell in, and their pasture lands shall be for their cattle, and for their livestock, and for all their animals. 4 And the pasture lands of the cities, which you shall give unto the Levites, shall reach from the wall of the city and outward 1,000 cubits all around. 5 And you shall measure from outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits, and the city shall be in the midst. This shall be to them the pasture lands for the cities. 6 And among the cities which you shall give unto the Levites there shall be 6 cities for refuge, which you shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee there, and to them you shall add 42 cities. 7 So all the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities, them shall you give with their pasture lands. 8 And the cities which you shall give shall be from the possession of the children of Israel. From them that have many you shall give many, but from them that have few you shall give few. Every one shall give from his cities unto the Levites according to his inheritance which he inherits. Cities of refuge. 9 And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 10 Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when you are come over Jordan into the land of Canaan. 11 Then you shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee there, who kills any person unintentionally. 12 And they shall be unto you cities for refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not, until he stands before the congregation in judgment. 13 And of these cities which you shall give, 6 cities shall you have for refuge. 14 You shall give 3 cities on this side of Jordan, and 3 cities shall you give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. 15 These 6 cities shall be a refuge, both for the children of Israel, and for the stranger, and for the sojourner among them, that every one that kills any person unintentionally may flee there. 16 But if he strikes him with an instrument of iron, so that he dies, he is a murderer, the murderer shall surely be put to death. 17 And if he strikes him with throwing a stone, by which he may die, and he dies, he is a murderer, the murderer shall surely be put to death. 18 Or if he strikes him with a hand weapon of wood, by which he may die, and he dies, he is a murderer, the murderer shall surely be put to death. 19 The avenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meets him, he shall slay him. 20 But if he pushes him from hatred, or hurls at him by lying in wait, that he dies. 21 Or in enmity strikes him with his hand, that he dies. He that struck him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The avenger of blood shall slay the murderer, when he meets him. 22 But if he pushes him suddenly without enmity, or has cast upon him anything without lying in wait. 23 Or used any stone, by which a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him, that he dies, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm. 24 Then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the avenger of blood according to these judgments. 25 And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the avenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge, where he had fled, and he shall abide in it until the death of the high priest, who was anointed with the holy oil. 26 But if the slayer shall at any time come outside the border of the city of his refuge, where he had fled, 27 And the avenger of blood finds him outside the borders of the city of his refuge, and the avenger of blood kills the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood. 28 Because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. 29 So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. 30 Whoever kills any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses, but one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. 31 Moreover you shall take no ransom for the life of a murderer, who is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. 32 And you shall take no ransom for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land, until the death of the priest. 33 So you shall not pollute the land in which you are, for blood defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, except by the blood of him that shed it. 34 Defile not therefore the land which you shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel. Chapter 36 Problems of Inheritance in Canaan. 1 And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near, and spoke before Moses, and before the leaders, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. 2 And they said, The Lord commanded my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel, and my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of Zelophehad our brother unto his daughters. 3 And if they are married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe to which they are received, so shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. 4 And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe to which they are received, so shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. 5 And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, The tribe of the sons of Joseph has spoken correctly. 6 This is the thing which the Lord does command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, Let them marry to whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. 7 So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel move from tribe to tribe, for every one of the children of Israel shall keep to himself the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. 8 And every daughter, that possesses an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel, shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. 9 Neither shall the inheritance move from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep to himself his own inheritance. 10 Even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. 11 For Mahlah, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brothers' sons. 12 And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. 13 These are the commandments and the judgments, which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho.